Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, Mzansi, we are at the end of our Afternoon Express cook-along, but we're keeping it sweet today, keeping it consistent here with our guest chef, Chef Aisha. Now, I'm very much looking forward to these popsicles because, girl, you've been speaking them up from the beginning of the show. So I'm very excited about these tips, tricks, and little hacks that you've got for us.
Cool. So, like you said, we've got some popsicles, and we're going to be making custard popsicles. So for this one, we're going to be lots of cream happening here today. We are going to be whipping some cream into some custard, but good for this one is it doesn't have to be stiff peak, so it's not a bit of an arm workout.
Hey, we just want my luck.
We just want to incorporate some aeration. That's all that we want, and then the cream with the custard. That's going to give you that kind of texture that ice cream has, that rich, that creamy, that silkiness, but without all the effort.
Here for it.
Simple.
So here for it. And you also have different stations going on.
Yeah.
I see I'm on the fruity station, love it. Very much in alignment with the brand. But on the side, what do you have?
I've got some granola and some chocolate. I'm also just going to shave up a bit more chocolate here. So we're basically trying to show people that just as Clover Classic custard is so versatile, the fillings that you put into your popsicles can be just as versatile. You can keep it fruity like you're doing on your station. You can add a bit more texture in terms of the granola that you add into your popsicle. You can add anything. We're adding berries. You can even add caramel sauce if you want to. You could
Sky's the limit.
You can take it anywhere.
Okay, so on my side, when we do speak about the fruit station, we're just speaking about the berries again, just duplicating the same berries. Essentially, if you had any leftovers from your panna cotta recipe, here they can go into that. And I also have a pear. Now, girl, these look like very heavy ingredients for a popsicle.
But, I mean, you could do whatever you want. The sky's the limit, genuinely, with a popsicle. If you don't want to go the cream texture, as well, we can substitute the cream for a juice, so like a nice neutral juice, maybe an apple juice or a fruit juice, whatever you want. All works well with the custard. And then instead of getting a creamy texture, you're going to end up with a nice, like, good ice lolly, a nice summer feeling. Yes.
I like
that.
And
the best part about this is get the kids involved, because who else is going to be eating this anyway?
You know, I always like to say, if you want to enjoy it, you have to put in some effort in making it. So this is essentially how everyone can get invested in the meal. So when it comes to the fruit, do you want me to chop it up?
That would be entirely up to you.
Okay.
This is going to be your popsicles. If you want to, you know, slice them up and you want to be able to see the little, that would actually be a very good idea.
Okay, let's try that.
A nice thin slice of pear, the whole pear. You can put it on the side of your mold. Once it freezes, you'll be able to see it. Once you pull it out, you'll be able to see, and then you know that that's got pear in it.
Love it.
Berries as well, same thing. Do as you please.
So Aisha, I just want to ask if perhaps you want to tell the viewers exactly why you're putting air into this specific mixture. Yes, you mentioned that it can be an icicle, where ice lolly type situation where you add the juice and add the custard. But in this instance, what is the reason for aerating the cream for this particular recipe?
So the aerating the cream for this is what's going to stop little icicles forming. So I don't know if you've ever, when I was younger, I used to try, because I always thought frozen yogurt was just frozen yogurt.
I know.
So
that was me too.
So, exactly that. So what we used to do is just, you know, unmold your yogurt or stick it in the freezer, hoping for the best. And when it came out, you were confused as to why it split, why there was icicles in it, and it's because there's no aeration.
Yes.
So if you wanted, I mean, you totally could do a frozen yogurt with just yogurt, but then you do need to churn it. So what happens is you're in a cold bowl and you're turning it constantly. So what that does is it breaks up very slowly all the icicles. And that's what gives you the smooth texture.
So that's what the churning is. So in essence, you are pre-churning it.
This is basically what it does. It's pre-churning. So even if you were doing a traditional ice cream with making the custard from scratch, you would then need to take that. You would need to churn it. So it's a whole process. And what we've done here now is just politely taken all of that out.
How your entire cook-along is a hack in itself.
Yes,
I'm
all about that. I'm probably one of the laziest chefs. I think my husband will agree with me here. One of the laziest chefs that you can find, and wherever there's an easy way out, guarantee I'm gonna take it.
Shortcuts all the way.
Shortcut,
you know, I'm just the
way.
type of person to say, as long as it tastes the same, I am there. So I love the fact here that, especially as we are gearing up closer, slowly getting towards the Easter holidays, whether you celebrate Easter or not, it's just all about spending time with the family here.
So we have got, I don't know if you can see, it's not whipped, but it's thick.
Yeah,
so there's still some hold in that, which is exactly what you want. So I am just going to make a mess now here over there quickly. And I'm going to be giving you half.
Okay.
Stunning.
Some of that.
So this is where the fun stuff.
Yes, and you're going to be doing the good stuff, the chocolate side. And then Palissa's going to be doing...
Girl, I am
this
not,
to you.
I'm not even fighting it. I am more than happy with having the fruity
option.
side. So as you can see, South Africa,
Yes.
just as Chef Aisha showed me, I just thinly sliced my pears. I put that there because I want to see it. I want that pop.
You
I want to know
to see it.
what
you're
flavor.
eating. Yes.
Absolutely. And then I've got the berries here. I started with the strawberries, a little bit of raspberry, and then I went with a little bit more of a heavy blueberry and raspberry mixture
Cool. So
there.
you're going to pour that into your jug just because it's going to be easier to get that in there. Look at that nice thick.
Wow, that consistency is everything.
Okay, so you're going to pour that.
Just in case I make a mess. And then just, wow, just like that.
And as it moves down, I don't know if they can see, as it moves down.
And fills in the
It will
gaps.
fills in all the little gaps right there.
Oh, I suppose that's why the air bubbles.
Yeah,
that kind of
because it's moving. Yeah, it's moving all of that down.
And people might be wondering why we don't have any of the popsicle sticks in there. If you've got the covering for it, that's great. You can go in with it now.
But there's a little trick to that.
Tell us why.
Yes. So what we
kind of getting a little too
It's fine.
excited there, Palisa.
I mean, if it's not messy, then I mean, I don't know
What are you
you're
doing?
Exactly. So the trick with this is if you don't have a holder for the top, if you just pop the sticks in right now, it's going to move around and whatever. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that, we're going to put it in the freezer for about a half an hour to an hour first. So you see, what you want is just that little frozen bit to form just on the outside. Then you can lightly stick your stick in into your mold. And that will make sure that the stick stays straight up and it doesn't move around. And then you can pop it back in the freezer until it's finished set.
Wow, iconic. I love it all, Chef Aisha. I mean, this is really pretty. I mean, if I do say so myself, if I do. And essentially here, you can just play. You can do whatever you want, whatever makes sense to you and your family at home. Add that, minus that, but essentially just keep it consistent with that Clover Classic Custard. Now, Tumi, how's it going on your station? Are you finishing off that, Queen?
Girl, you know me, like me and playing around. Like I'm out here thinking, how can I make this look like an art piece?
Yes.
You know?
And that's
going
what food is as well. Food is art.
Correct, you know, so that's what I'm just doing. I'm almost done with mine. I've added some of my granola for the texture.
It's really healthy.
I love it. I'm here for it. I'm very much here for it. I mean, Tumi, I hope that you have and keep that creativity going because coming up, I've got a fun, exciting game for yourself and Aisha. Yep, I'll be getting involved as well. Don't worry about it. We're all under challenge here today. And essentially, we're giving a South Africa an opportunity to walk away with 50,000 Rand.
Wow.
Now, that's a whole lot of money, honey. And I want to find out how you would use it. But there's a little more tricks and twists to the game. You know me, I can't keep it simple. So are you ready to keep it creative?
Yes, let's
do it, girl.
We're going to be doing all of that whilst enjoying our beautiful desserts coming up.
Oh.